Going on, we're here. January transfer time. We've been busy, and I'm hoping you guys are excited for that. Obviously, today we will be doing our game against Ross County, but first, let's have a look at the squad. We've had a bit of a revive, bit of a revitalization of the squad. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he basically just weren't playing as much anymore, and it didn't really make much sense to me to have him. So £15 million to go back to Arsenal. Like I say, I just don't think it'll be worth it. This player here, you might not know, but Alistair Black, he is a player who's joined us from Athletic Bilbao, which is obviously very strange because if you don't know about Bilbao, they only sign Basque players. But a 17-year-old who is a 68 rated, looks a real side player. Hoping to get him sent out on loan. Malik Tillman put in a transfer request. Unfortunately, he's gone across to the Eternal City to join Lazio for 13.9 million. Not as much as I would have wanted, but you can't have everything. We have a youth player, an Argentinian, Caicedo, who's gone across to the MLS to get some first team minutes. 68 rated. He's pretty decent, to be honest with you. Like I say, hopefully get some decent development this year. And then comes back next season a much better player. We then go on to Cohen. Weren't really getting all that much football, so I thought let's just loan him out, get him playing a bit more. And like I say, he's gone to Southampton, doing well for himself. Hoping he can come back at a decent rating because I'd love to have Cohen play obviously through the youth ranks to come through. You might have noticed there, Illich is there, which does spoil part of it. But first of all, Pablo Torre joins as the Tillman replacement, and my God, is an absolute baller of a player. Really impressed with this signing. 17 million. 17 million. We'll just do that. Yeah, so I just had to hide so you didn't see what has happened. But yeah, Pablo Torre joins us. Our first actual exciting prospect who's joined the club. Next, Illich joins, and this will make sense in a second. Josip Illich joins from Hellas Verona for a club record 42 million. I believe no, not a club record. I forgot Adeyemi was 45. I had in my head Adeyemi was 35. But honestly, an absolute real good player. I've wanted to use him for quite some time, but unfortunately, Liverpool came in for Kenneth Taylor for £72 million. And, I mean, you don't turn that type of money down. So he does join and is a player who, like I say, I'm very much happy with. Loved him in his time. Like I say, his second season was a great pickup. But obviously, like I say, unfortunately, we couldn't keep hold of him. And he's joined Liverpool. Yeah, unfortunate. But like I say, it happens. And then we had a lot of money left over from the summer. So I thought, let's get Mukiele. Not as a right wing back, as you've seen. If we just have a look here, as you can see, he's partnering Bassi at right centre back. Like I say, it's an impressive squad that we've managed to build. I think the next thing for me to look at is potentially a goalkeeper. Cooper's not terrible, but I just think that we could do a bit better than Cooper now. Obviously, the Scottish Cup, which we'll be playing in the league. We are very much comfortably first, and in the Champions League side of things, you might see this year we've got a kind of draw. We've got Stade Rennes this year, so depending of Stade Rennes game, the performance, I might not show that. We might come back for the quarters for that, just because I sort of feel a little bit like Stade Rennes not exactly like it's a game, like I say, that we should get through. I say that. But we are here today. We're actually going to play with the second team today. We're actually indeed going to play with the second team. Pablo Torre is going to join the fold to get him some minutes. And oh yeah, this is what I forgot. Yeah, we don't actually have a left back. Yeah, I don't have a spare left back. That's the most. So what we'll do, we'll play Zakowski out there, who can hopefully do a decent little job. Just making sure on the bench there's no one missing. King and Divine have come back. I'm not too sure if we did mention that. Lawrence can come off for Johansson, who obviously we do want, and as well we do need Karim the Dream Adeyemi on the bench, just in case. So like I say, it's a decent little team we've got there. It's a very, like I say, Kirk Taylor, Julian Draxler, who hasn't really played that much this year, but I'd say it's not terrible. Let's get ourselves into this game against Ross County. Pablo Torre into Mohamed Ali Cho and Julian Draxler! What a goal from the German. He hasn't featured much for us this year. Basically just signed him for the fact that I knew that I could probably get a decent fee for him in the summer. But yeah, an absolute corker of a strike. Just absolutely thumps it in off the bar. That's the type of goal we love to see. Early doors then, 1-0 to the Gers. Bun his way out of trouble. Have I jinxed what I said about Twanzebe? Sims comes forward and it's 1-1. Jan Danda absolutely spun the defender. Sent him for a Kit Kat. And we are level pegging again. Silky when I played with him. Draxler, space opens up and he's on the double. Oh, Ross County there. I think they just gave Draxler a little bit too much respect there. Let him do his thing. And same with the keeper. The keeper left so many yards open. Left, I'd probably say about 2/3 of the goal open there. Isn't brilliant. Mohamed Ali Cho. Spots Matondo in acres. And there we go. 3-1. Spotted the run of Matondo. Well-timed run. And that might be all she wrote for this episode. Rabi with an absolute routine finish, you would argue. But a finish that he needed to do. Just to calm the nerves of the fans. Showed us well to just get past, I believe that's Conor Randall. And then all Matondo needed. Get contact on it, keep it on target, easy. He's just... Oh, and Cooper's made a save, but it's such a strange goal that. Like, let's just watch this back just before. Like I say, you know, I'm not. You know, we can see it because I'm too conscious of my dad's well-being. I don't know what's going on here with the celebration, but what a weird save. I don't know. I feel like that in real life gets pushed onto over the bar. I feel like a keeper either does that or like I don't know. 3-2 though, disappointing that I say that we haven't managed in the end to make it a little bit more convincing of ourselves. But needless to say, a win is a win. To stay tuned for season 4 because, like I say, a lot more academy players are probably going to be in the fold. But until that time, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Peace.